Minister of Health and Medical Services Dr. Tautai Angikimo Kaitu makes our Parliament ask him side engineering safety blow accidents and emergency ward there. Dr. Kaitu say our assessment by calls up start.
Detailed assessment will be arranged for the emergency area once a safer alternate site is created. NRH will have 2 new buildings installed by the end of September, and rearrangement of services will be planned to allow for full assessment of the accident and emergency department. Ministry of Health and Medical Services is aware of this risk, but we must ensure we move services to a safer places in order to assess the damages to the units being damaged in the earthquake.
SIBC News survey on NRH's accident and emergency and labor wards got structural damage from earthquake last December last year. Hemi Wakablogat permanent secretaries, PSs and executive personal secretaries, EPSs for make rere good for ministers Bolkata side lo answer Olkata parliamentary questions. Leader of opposition Jeremiah Manele telling Parliament this week behind Minister of Health and Medical Services Dr. Tautai Kaitu Hemino answer no one full parliamentary question on Monday. Say every PS and EPS must be responsible for checking the pigeonhole blow Olkata Minister blow Olkata law Parliament every time where Parliament go ahead.
So I think it is the responsibility of every PSS and EPSS for checking the pigeonholes or ministers so that they can prepare answers for what ministers. It is not an excuse for the PS not to be aware of those questions. It is his responsibility and the responsibility of the EPS for preparing what answers for the ministers, checking out the pigeonholes on a daily basis, especially when Parliament is in session.
Democratic Coalition for Change, this is the government through the Ministry of Law, Culture and Tourism. Hemi like for partner with the provincial government and cultural industry stakeholders for Holemokata Cultural Festival of Provinces. Minister of Culture and Tourism Bartholomew Parapolo tell him this one law opening Law Gallicana Weaving Festival Lolela Beach, West Gallicana this week. First Weaving Festival, Ministry of Culture and Tourism now support him. Also in part, law cultural policy implementation program Blahem with him aim for promoting now culture, also one for tourism product. Mr. Parapolo say cultures, Blayumi, ME passed down from generations and time valued low daily life, low man, Ogata Save also pride and discipline side inside the world where Save changed to us. Same time, one fellow talk from government MSA Weaving Festival, Hemi geared towards promoting now creativity, side law cultural art and design, and come up in business opportunities for people for improving now livelihood blow Olkata. Leader of opposition Honorable Jeremiah Manele, Hemi talk happy law re-election blow Right Honorable Peter O'Neill, also Prime Minister blow Papua New Guinea, one fellow letter for PNG Prime Minister. Mr. Manele Hemi extend him now greetings Blam. On behalf of Solomon Islands Parliamentary Opposition Group for Prime Minister O'Neill and People's National Congress Party and coalition partners Lolketa. Loleta, Mr. Manele Hemi say re-election victory by Mr. O'Neill Hemi one fella through sign Lord confidence and trust where people of PNG Igarem Law Party and coalition partners Blahem Adim Hemi also show him strong democratic process by PNG where show him that PNG Hemi mature democracy. Opposition leader Hemi Hope, Prime Minister O'Neill, by go ahead for keeping strong Melanesian ties, Solomon Islands and PNG Sharon. We are not stop no more bilateral cooperation, but also law people-to-people relations and law common traditions and cultures, also Melanesian societies. Mr. Manele Hemi assuring PNG Prime Minister, law personal commitment Blahem, and law Solomon Islands Parliamentary Opposition Group for work close waiting administration by Mr. O'Neill for strong and more bilateral relations Melwan to the country. You listen come law news from SIBC Lo Honiara. Wakira Olawa province by celebrating the 34 second appointed day Blahem tomorrow. Celebrations here Hemi delay for 1 day for give him time for Mekrere. Theme blow this year's celebration Hemi active decentralization, the key to service delivery positivity in rural Makira Ulawa communities. Provincial Premier Stanley Siapu Talem SIBC News Themia Hemi focus mainly law policy by government Blahem for developing Okata rural areas.
Active decentralization, the key to service delivery positivity, you makira our communities. And now the team, active decentralization, the key to service delivery positivity in rural makira communities.
Official celebrations tomorrow happen in the provincial capital Kira. About 400 police officers go out Lahonera streets, one fellow worker for keeping security during 75th Battle of Guadalcanal anniversary celebrations next week. Several hundred dignitaries, family members and relatives Okata soldiers from United States of America, Australia and New Zealand were fight the Second World War during Battle of Guadalcanal Kam Lahonera for this fellow anniversary. Commander G75 Security Operations Deputy Police Commissioner Operation Gabriel Manelusi tell members of the local media operation aim for one fellow safe celebration.
G75 operations to provide security, maintain law and order and protect our guests visiting shops. So that is the mission of the G75 operation. The number of officers that will be involved in these operations have involving about 400 men and women of the RSRPF, and that is involving police officers from police headquarters, Honera Police Station, Guadalcanal Police, traffic officers, fire officers, maritime officers, AUG officers, police response team, police plan, investigations, intelligence and logistics.
While Police Operations Center Wakola Sunday this weekend, Mr. Manelusi also telling about Okata operational resources were involved.
And Police Operations Center activate commenced on 6 August 2017. And the resources that will be used on this operation will be Police Patrol Board, the Police Stabbycraft and the RSRPF operational vehicles that are used here in Honera. That will be used on these operations.
As ABC News and Survey 75th anniversary celebrations Battle of Guadalcanal start this Saturday. U.S. Ambassador Kamlo Solomon Islands, Her Excellency Catherine Ebert Gray arrived Honera this afternoon ahead of G75 celebrations. Battle of Guadalcanal's 35th anniversary run next week. Ambassador Catherine hosting guests United States Memorial Skyline for commemorating now 75th anniversary landing United States Marine Guadalcanal August 7. One for memorial service for coast watchers and Solomon Scouts now got a planning for happen Commonwealth Street later the same day. Ambassador also meeting two member newly registered SIUSA Alumni Association during visit Blahem. U.S. Ambassador Kamlo Solomon Islands and Ms. Tapnalo Port Moresby PNG and also responsible for Vanuatu. And people Nuno Bilau community inside East Koyo Italian concerns about housing materials when Member of Parliament Bloketa Hemi given one for Nuno Bilau Elder Biri Gewa Hemi Talam Service News roofing materials Hemi go for over 3 months ago and also promising more extra support for building houses Bloketa, but Kasem this time no anything hemi happen. Mr. Gewa hemi say hemi talk on behalf of 3,000 people inside East Koyo. We need him extra support from national and provincial representative Bloketa for Kamapem communities Bloketa. Him say around 1,000 pieces of roofing iron now give him goal on Nuno Bilau community with him no any other materials. Mr. Gewa also say with him national elections where he may come up next year, national representative Bloketa must follow promise Bloketa for voters and help him development inside rural areas.
We first still sit down on same level, no any sign for we follow inside the community. And we follow school, we follow certain level, but of 29, so we follow no school, and we follow everything the settle agriculture or on behavioral side for education. We were taken finished, but the only member, long national members, waiting provincial members, why we want to look back to the inside the community.
For finishing news, over the headlines, more accident and emergency ward, Law National Referral Hospital, by relocated Lanex Manis, Makira Ulawa Province, Makem 34, second appointed Dave Laham tomorrow. And people blow Nuno Bilau community la East Koyo, you worry over Okata housing material, where Member of Parliament Bloketa Hemi give him. Hem now end the news. You save follow me follow at cybizonline.com.sb for more details.
World Blue is proudly sponsored by South Pacific Oil Limited. Energy for the nation.